Hello! And today we are kicking off Spooky Month here with a setup video. To my knowledge, this is the first one I've done here for the channel that is long form style. I'm not going to count the shorts videos I did back when I started. Those don't count in my opinion. But we're going to be kicking off Spooky Month with a setup tour. Before I start filming SWF Horror games, I decided to throw together this little setup and wanted to show it off in a video, maybe do some photos and put them up on Instagram after this. I don't know. That's up to me to do after this video. But this is kind of a little bit of a sneak peek at the War Games arena, even though what mainly matters is the cage area, which we'll be getting to later on in the setup tour here. But we're going to jump to the entranceway side of the arena to kick off the tour. So, kicking off a tour over here, on top of the stage, you have Jeff Hardy about to hit a swanton bomb onto Chucky, who is still currently in his package down there. Absolutely love that NECA figure. All the horror figures are NECA. Not sponsored, not a shout out, just letting you know if you want to get any of these for yourself. Most of them are probably in your local Target, because that weird back section, if you have that, or one of the aisles, they're packed full with all these figures out there. So if you want any of them, I guess go check them out. But you got Jeff Hardy up here, about to hit swanton onto Chucky. And at the end of the video, you'll be seeing him hit said swanton, because I'm going to knock this figure off potentially. Not potentially, I will be right onto Chucky down here, so stay tuned to the end of the video so you can check that out. Moving on to this side of the setup, the entranceway, but also the setup. You got a little bit of Saw action here with Kenny Omega and the Reverse Bear Trap, and an ECW t-shirt, which if you'd like to check out why he's wearing an ECW t-shirt, check out my secondary Instagram account, ECW FigFed, and while you're on Instagram, check out my main Instagram account, SWF Figure Wrestling, same name as the YouTube channel. And you might be able to see why Kenny Omega is wearing an ECW t-shirt. Sleeveless t-shirt at that, but that's besides the point. But currently, he's in a Reverse Bear Trap with Billy watching on like a creep. Absolutely love this figure, the Saw figure right here. I'm blanking on the guy's name. I'm not a huge Saw fan, I'm just a huge figure fan. And when I get to see an awesome accessory like the Reverse Bear Trap and Billy over there, had to get my hands on this figure because it's awesome. Highly recommended if you love accessories and if you love Saw. I like the one in the black jacket more than the red jacket. I might get that one at some point, but that's not right now to decide. Moving on in the setup, you have Kurt Angle about to drop Michael Myers on his head with a German suplex, which absolutely surprised that this is still standing, because it is literally balanced on two legs. Kurt Angle over here, you can't get a good look, but that is a custom Kurt Angle I did, a little bit of a fix-up because of double joint arms and a better looking head. I'll probably put up some pictures on Instagram of that figure at some point in the future, or not, because I'm forgetful. But there you can see Michael Myers about to get dunked on his head next to the cage. Just absolutely beautiful pose right there, so proud of that. Moving forward to this side of the cage, you got Bronson Reed slamming the door on zombie Seth Rollins, as Cactus Jack is about to crush his skull with a steel chair, and has obviously done so to zombie Dean Ambrose down here, who's missing an arm. Absolutely love these zombie figures. Wish Mattel would do them again. And if they are to do them again, please don't do it in this weird Vietnam made-in stuff. I hate that Mattel moved to made in Vietnam. Please move back to making them in China. There's such a quality difference between the two. But that's not what this video is about. But Mattel, please, I'd love to see these zombies and the monster figures. None of them are in this setup, but absolutely love those as well. Wish they'd bring it back. But as you can see, you got Cactus Jack here. A little bit of fix-up too. I think that's a Jack's head sculpt on there. You can't fully see it from this angle, but there's that. Has obviously smashed in the head and potentially the arm of Dean Ambrose down here. Is about to do it to Seth Rollins inside the cage as Bronson Reed's slamming it so they don't let the zombies out. Moving forward into the cage, you got Zombie AJ Styles and Zombie Stone Cold also trying to get out as Seth Rollins crawling outside there, getting his body slammed in the door. Nice looking shot right there, I'd say. Again, look at these beautiful looking zombie figures as I slam the camera into the rope while breaking some crap there. That's beautiful. Zombie Stone Cold and Zombie AJ right there. Moving to the back, you have Zombie. I'm not going to say his name because that's wrong, because he's a terrible person from what it sounds like. That came out many a month ago, but he's not a good person, so I'm not saying his name. But he is getting stabbed by Michael Myers, which is awesome. Nice little pose there. Think it's good. Moving up. Don't want to talk about that guy too much. You got Zombie Undertaker about to hit the Tombstone Pile Driver on a very underrated version of Jason Voorhees. Part 5 or 6, I'm kind of blanking. Yeah, I think that's part 5, Jason, or Roy. The fake Jason, who's about to get Tombstone on a pair of garden shears by Zombie Undertaker over in the back corner of this one ring. Moving up to this front side of the ring, you have a part 3 Jason. I'm a huge Friday the 13th fan, and I guess I just decided to blank for 2 seconds. Whatever. But absolutely my favorite Friday the 13th movie, part 3. And the Jason from that one right here about to stab Zombie Rock right in the back. Great looking figure too. Too bad they're basic figures. Sorry, main events as they're known as, but I'll always know them as basics. But beautiful figures. I'm gonna keep mentioning that throughout this whole video, how good the zombie figures look. But you got part 3 Jason, I'm about to stab a hole through that man. If we move back over here, first off, you have the SWF Horror Championship, and I'm going to kind of emphasize the way I say horror. YouTube, I am saying horror. I know the way I sound it might come out as something different, so YouTube, I'm saying horror. Got it? Okay. But you do have the Horror Championship hanging high from the cage. If you follow me in the past, you would have seen that I think it was last year we had Jason Voorhees versus Michael Myers in a death match, and not the kind of professional wrestling death match that you might be used to, or sports entertainment. Pick whichever one you like. No, we're talking about an actual someone dies version of a death match for the Horror Championship, which we will be running later on here in the spooky month, here in the month of October, celebrating Halloween all month long. We will be running another horror match like that. Reigning champion Jason Voorhees will be defending against a new coming challenger of my choosing later on this month. Potentially Freddy Krueger over there in the back corner. We'll get to him in a minute. But stay tuned for that. More details. Not even details. You'll just see a video later this month about that. But they're all potentially fighting for that championship here in the cage right now. Speaking of fighting, you got Zombie Kevin Owens getting chopped in the back of the head by remake Jason. I don't remember. Yeah, yes, I am correct. That is the remake version of Friday the 13th. Absolutely underrated movie, in my opinion. Really good one. Highly recommend watching not only that one, but all the Friday the 13th movies, because they're amazing. But he's currently chopping Kevin Owens in the back of the head. We move around this post quickly and come over to this side. You have Scream or Ghostface. Legitimately, barely care for those movies. Only ever watched the first Scream movie, but I think Ghostface is really cool. But he's currently slicing almost said Kevin Owens. John Cena, he's slicing his throat as zombie Sasha Banks is grabbing him from behind, most likely about to bite him, so they're all freaked out over here. You move over here, you have zombie Triple H about to get assaulted by Freddy versus Jason. Triple H's leg fell off because when I was posing it, the leg broke. So that's just great. But whatever. He's about to get cut in half, potentially, by Jason over here. You move over to this back corner. You have Freddy. Freddy Krueger has already attacked Shinsuke, who is also zombified and currently laying on the mat. But Freddy's kind of useless in the real world. He's only really effective in Dream World. So he's probably knocked him out to go attack him in his dreams. Only logical explanation for what's going on over here. You move forward, you have Jason Lives, or according to Google, Google says it says Jason Lives. Not a joke. Actually, like, put that in. To my knowledge, I think it still says Jason Lives. If Google says Jason Lives, it's hilarious. But you got that version of Jason there. Absolutely amazing figure, just like all the Friday 13th figures in the setup. Who's getting speared by zombie Roman Reigns, which from certain angle, if you didn't see any of this, just looks like a weird gray Roman Reigns. Like, some of the zombie figures look somewhat normal. Speaking of somewhat normal, you have zombie Bray Wyatt. Rest in peace to the legend, Bray Wyatt. But this figure did not age well when you really think about it. But that's why he's currently just kind of sitting, watching on, standing there, watching the chaos of what's taken place in this cage so far. And speaking of chaos, the last little pose we got set up here, you have another version of Chucky attacking zombie Finn Balor with a knife. The only way Chucky can has pounced on him, kind of holding onto the rope here. But that's what you got on this side of the cage. So that is all the action inside the cage over here. And as I said, if you wait to the end of the video, you get to watch Jeff Hardy jump off the top of the stage. Let's go do that right now. And Hardy, from the top of the entranceway, onto Chucky Swanton Bomb. Now that was a little bit more anticlimactic than I expected, but I expected to crush the package or something. I don't know what's going on. And with that, I guess, though, that is the entire horror war game setup here in the SWF Arena right now. Here's a quick little overview of everything. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like below, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to stay tuned for the actual release of SWF War Games. That should be coming out later this year, hopefully mid to late December. It will be out before 2025. That is the one thing I can confirm about the SWF War Games match that will be taking place in this very arena, in this very cage that you see right before you. But if you can't wait that long, make sure also to check out my Instagram account, SWF Figure Wrestling, same name as the channel here on YouTube. If you're on Instagram, also make sure to check out my secondary Instagram account, ECW Fig Fed. It is a recreation and a modern take on ECW. The next event currently set for that is ECW Tournament of Survival, coming out later this month. If you're watching this video, time of recording. If not, still make sure to check out both of those Instagram accounts. Tons of photography, customs, exclusive, couple of championships taking place over there. Just a whole lot of fun stuff going on Instagram. So make sure to check it out there. Subscribe to the channel. And with that, that's all I got for you.
Thoughts can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown, or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you.